All right, you beautiful sons of guns. We are back. I am Madcap. There's another video on Watcher of Realms. Today it's Gear Raid 219. This one I've already passed, but you can see we've turned off the Power of Dominance. We're going to show you the team I used to get through here. Now, a little explanation of them. We have two tanks that we're using predominantly, Olog and I keep wanting to call him Leorius, Regulus. Those are our two tanks. They're integral to this piece. Sadie is all about damage mitigation. We'll go over their kits afterwards and what really makes it important, but you'll see what happens, and I'll step through it as I go. We have two healers. Also, one is for rage regen, which we need for this comp to work. So that's Hollow and Vortex. We have a couple of damage dealers for the main. Actually, we're missing a damage dealer. Oh, we can do it like this. Normally I bring Kamet in here, but I think I like this better. We have Decimus, who is there just, we'll see, he's a gimmick, he's a cheese, but we're going to use him at the beginning or in the second round. Of course, we have our good friend here, Silas, who's going to do major damage at the beginning. And our healer is going to be Alyin. Now, altogether, this is how it works. This is the drop-down pickup method, if you want to call it that. And what we do is we start by putting our initial damage dealer in, and we're going to use Silas first, and we're going to put down Olog. And that's just to get rid of the first round here, and then we're going to pick them up as soon as done. That's the last time we're going to do a full pickup here. So we're going to use Silas just to burn through this first guy. As soon as we get... there we go. We're going to burn his ult, and we're going to get rid of these dudes. Once he gets his ult, he gets nasty, and then he's going to be able to finish the second one right away. As soon as they're dead, perfect. We're going to pick them both up, and away we go. Now here comes the cheese part of the strat. We're going to be using Decimus here, and we're going to put him down. That's the name, yeah, Decimus. We're going to put him down, and the timing is very specific for this so that we get the right amount of time for him to survive. And when you watch the boss come in, the boss is going to shriek, and then he's going to slam. He'll do 3 slams. We're going to put him down after the first slam, but like immediately after the first slam, because we're going to have a mob on the left hand side that's going to come down, and he's going to be streaking. He's going to be doing his little streak walk. So what happens is you watch this earthquake. It's gonna slam. Now I'm going to get ready right there. As soon as you see the flash, then put him down. Boom, flash there. Immediately. Actually, sorry. Wait, one more. Sorry. And boom. And last boom. Good. Now we're going to put Sadie. We're going to put our girl... Alyin to heal, and we're going to put our damage dealer here. So now we have our basic team. We're also going to put Vortex over on this side to heal up. Now we have our base team. This is the team that's going to run us through this initial hit. We have one more person to put. Olog is back up. So with Olog available, we're going to put him to cover the right side. Sadie's going to get hit with those AoEs. It really doesn't matter. It's the first person you put on a platform. I could have started with Vortex. If you're finding you can't survive that, put Vortex down first. An HP healer, he's going to have more survivability in general. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait till all of them are in line, and then I'm going to use her ult, and she's just going to wreck through them all, do some major damage, and that's going to survive. Now, we got to get ready for the ult of Sadie, because we're going to get that shriek, and we want to be able to pop this like when it hits the K is usually when I hit it. So right about there, I'm going to pop her ult, and then we're going to get the shriek. As soon as the shriek's done, we're going to hit this. We lost Vortex, but that's actually not a problem. We're going to get the heals here. He's going to slam a couple times. Everyone's going to be okay. I've actually got him a slightly different gear now, so I can't guarantee that. We're also going to pop Regulus here. He's going to share on some of that damage on him. You see, everyone's good. Now we're going to put in Hollow, because we're going to need some rage regen here. So as soon as Hollow is available, we're gonna start battering. But we're also we want to make sure that everyone gets lined up again when we have an ult on Vierna again. So there's going to be another group coming from the back. That's the group I want to make sure that I get in this ult. So we're going to pop her ult. We're going to pop Hollow out, and that's going to rage regen us. The reason why we do that is otherwise Sadie's not going to be ready in time, and we need Sadie for the second round of hits. So here comes the Shriek again. Boom, right there. And as soon as the Shriek's done, we're going to pop that. Hollow dies, but that's fine. We're now going to put our Vortex back up, and now Vortex is going to take on the secondary or the supplementary healing, as it were. We're going to get some hits here, and we're going to get ready again with the Vierna ult. I have noticed that my champions have a lot less health than they've had in the past. There we go. We're going to rip through there. Good. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to allow ourselves to have that final little hit piece. I actually messed up. Vortex should have gone on the very bottom, so I might have a problem here with our Silas surviving. That was my fault. Usually I put Silas right here so that he can actually get healed and survive a little longer. But as soon as Silas is up, we're going to pop his ult. That's going to help him burn through as long as he can live. You see the amount of damage he's dishing out. And then dead. Now I messed that up, but because of Silas's crit damage on his ult, it's still not a problem. There's the win. Other ways I've done this, I have made my healers a bit beefier so they survive that hit. The reason why I pulled back is because I didn't really need it. I have the power of dominance, so I don't need to worry if the healers die because I'm swapping the healers out. The key stages is having Hollow, be able to pop in to make sure everyone gets the rage regen, especially, of course, Vierna, who's clearing those waves. If you don't have Vierna, it is any nuker, any magic-based nuker Kamet can do. You can also use plenty of the other big target dealers. You saw that even our nukers like Silas can take care of those as well. Magic is better, but it doesn't necessarily mean you can't use any of the big single target nukers to do the job. I haven't tried all of the other ones, but I imagine I've done Comet in this same strat. The reason why I like Silas is because I have them, and he's my favorite champion. And of course, I can use him at the end to do additional damage, which just speeds everything up. If you have to go through those hits from the boss, you can use Sadie to kind of absorb those repeated shocks when he's attacking you at the end. The problem with that is that Sadie doesn't always, like, she's only going to survive it for X seconds, and then she's going to deal the damage kind of back to you over 10 seconds. So that's going to absolutely wipe your team out if you aren't prepared for it. That's why I like having Alyin, because her bonus heals after Sadie's ult ends is huge, and it really helps you survive, but you can kind of use that to your advantage. The very first time I beat this, I survived with only Silas and Vortex alive. So I've gone through some different iterations of this. Certainly, you can see here, it's not even my shortest clearance record, so we're not going to update it manually. That's fine. Now we're going to do it with the aura on, and we'll do a speed run again for you. So we'll turn this back, the power of dominance back on. We'll auto fight it. And I guess we'll sure. I've done a lot of farming, so we're out of pots, but let's do one on auto with the power dominance and see that you're perfectly fine and things are going to go quite well after the fact. All right. You see here, obviously Silas can burn through them a lot quicker, remove them from the map, and then we're going to let the boss do his thing. The timing, again, after the Shriek, you want to put down Decimus when you see the flash, and that allows him to stop these hits, and then I put Regulus behind, and Regulus then, of course, can take that second hit. And then you can see on this run, which is my original run, you saw the damage that our Vortex was able to take. He's the first target now for those stupid guys. Unfortunately, he dies now because of his gear is not the same as it was before. Maybe I'll look at that gear and give him a little more healing. So it is going to go to her, but she can survive. Then you use her ult as soon as everyone but the last two are lined up. And then, of course, we kill them. Hollow dies. Vortex back. He's back to healing. Now, one thing you can see is his healing doesn't land to Olag, but Olag can survive on his own. He doesn't need your help. But the advantage here is then I can put Silas in that spot where he can be healed which if you don't have the power dominance yet, will be a big deal. Obviously, this was a pretty easy kill. Victory, success, auto farming complete. Geared 219 out of the way. That's it for this video. 2 down, 1 to go. Of course, the next video will be 319, which is probably my best one. It was the first one I passed. So it's the one that I probably have the best team for. We've got a few new champions to showcase in that one. But that's it for this one. So I want to thank you, of course, for watching. Please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.